All right, everybody. Welcome to the Bear Run Bob channel. I've decided to add another gaming series to the channel. For the last week, I've been playing a game called Survival Fountain of Youth. Not sure how often I'll be putting content out for this game, but it's very possible to be on a daily basis. Currently, this game is basically a demo version with a lot of content. A lot of content. The playtest, it's called a playtest, but I called it demo. But the playtest demo version of the game has been on Steam for about 1 month, and the dev has applied 3 patches to the demo so far. One of those patches was a major, and I mean a major update, adjusting some balancing concerns the community had, along with a lot of other stuff. And I feel those changes have been received in this community with open arms. So if this gameplay looks like something you'd enjoy, head over to the Steam page and see if the playtest is still available and download it, play it, enjoy it. So I haven't launched the game yet. It's got great sound. It's got some great cutscenes. Actually has a narrator voice in it. So let's launch it and get her going. Press space to start. We're going to go with we're not going to go continue. We're going to, settings. You got graphic settings. That's it right there. Sound. There's your sounds. Controls. I'm sure I'll have my nose back in here trying to remember some of these control keys. For some reason, I'm thinking I had mouse sensitivity turned way down. I think. We may be back in there to check that. Toggle. Yeah, there is also a brightness slider. I will bring it down to 0, but chances are I will lighten it up for the darkness for the recording. So confirm that. Controls. I didn't confirm my control change. Oh, really? Yeah, there it saved it. Okay. So the back key is what you want to do. Sound, I didn't change anything there. Haven't changed anything here. So we will go, now double check that brightness. Yeah, it's saved. Okay. So new game. So this was something new they added. You now have 4 game slots. I will overwrite this one here. As you see, I've just been dinking around with that one today. So, confirm. Skip intro and tutorial, no. True survival, no. I don't want a one life to live. Difficulty. Alright, so there's this was something else that they changed. You got an easy mode, normal, hard, and very hard. I would say prior to this last update, the game was somewhere around the hard mode. But normal seems to be a little easier now. So we're going to go ahead and confirm normal mode. And here we go.
This story is inspired by real events. According to historic records, on March 4th, 1513, 3 ships sailed from Puerto Rico. They were heading to faraway islands and were led by the famous explorer Juan Ponce de Leon. The goal of the expedition was to search for the legendary Fountain of Youth. It all began in Puerto Rico when Governor Juan Ponce de Leon gave military support to Indian chief Gaibana in the war against other tribes. Spanish soldiers quickly ended the war and restored peace. The grateful chief told Ponce de Leon an ancient legend of his people. A legend about Bimini, a hidden island lost in the sea. According to the legend, in the center of Bimini lies the Fountain of Youth. Anyone who drinks from it will get health and youth for many years ahead. Chief also gave him an ancient map covered with Indian inscriptions. The map showed an undiscovered group of islands. The location to search was clear, but inscriptions were still a mystery to uncover. The captain took faith in the Indian legend and began to prepare an expedition. The best scientists and sailors have volunteered to join this venture. 3 ships, Santiago, Santa Maria, and San Cristobal, sailed off. Ponce de Leon was sure that the ancient map will lead them to the fountain and bring them fame, wealth, and eternal youth. The trip to the islands took almost a month. On the 30th day of the journey, the lookout spotted islands up ahead. The very islands from the map. The expedition was 1 day away from its goal.
Alright, so here we are, being woke up. Alright, in our hooch. Hey, quit your snoring, dude. New goal, preparing for the council. Go to the ship bow of the ship. Here we got a sailor's note, last will and testament. In case I die at the hands of savages, or from old age, or from any other reason before the miraculous fountain of youth is found, I sign over to the Holy Church my property, namely, a pair of boots, 2 shirts, a pair of pants, all undergarments, and the salary owed to me if the expedition is successful. Please consider Captain Ponce de Leon to be the executor of my will. Huh. All right. More people just sleeping everywhere. Oh, we got to go to the bow. Okay, the bow of the ship. Oh, that's something else with this game. You can kind of just straight up walk right up and over the top of things. No jumping needed. Sometimes you got to jump. Other times you don't. Depends on what you're walking into. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the stairs right here. All right. There's captain's quarters. All right, so you can't walk overboard. That's good. Captain's map. So, go to the captain's cabin. Okay, matey. Captain's quarters. Blocked. You can't get up there. Oil lamp. Take the flint, steel and flint. All right. So here's the steel and flint. Now light the oil light lamp. Alright. Gun case. Workbench. The globe. Check the expedition logbook, and plus there's this right here. Indian artifacts note. On the islands we explored, we found numerous traces of Indian culture. Of special practical interest, wow, are strange ornate flasks with unusual water inside. We found two absolutely identical bottles on two different islands. Both were filled with water. Out of curiosity, I drank water from one of the bottles. It was surprisingly fresh and delicious. Within 2 days, all of my old scars began to heal, and I started feeling years younger, stronger, and healthier. I cannot stop thinking about this water. Perhaps these flasks are somehow connected to the fountain of youth. What if this is the water of life that Guiabana told me about? Just in case, I will leave one bottle in my chest. Captain Juan Ponce de Leon. Alright, so there's a bottle of life water in the chest. Alright, expedition logbook. The crew of the Santa Maria is on strike again. This time the team did not agree with Captain's decision to cut their weekly portion of rum by half. The head of the expedition, Ponce de Leon, had to once again cross from our ship, the Santiago, to the Santa Maria to claim the crew. Today we landed on another island. There were no fountain of youth there either, but we found a second unusual flask with Indian symbols on it. The flask was delivered aboard the Santiago. It looks exactly like the one we found a week earlier on another island. Captain Ponce de Leon was very interested in these artifacts. May 29th. At night, one of the expedition slips, the San Cristobal, was ripped off the anchor and carried away by the current. Apparently the crew underestimated the strength of this new current and did not prepare properly. We pray for favorable winds for our comrades so that they can catch up to us as soon as possible. Oh yeah, but they ain't got an anchor now. Alright, and then June the 2nd, we found another island. It is big enough, so Ponce gave it a name, Island of Hope. On a cursory examination from the ship, the captain noticed an interesting grotto on the island. He ordered the cartographer to sketch it and study it first when looking around. They decided to schedule landing for the next morning. In the meantime, we were ordered to move away from the coast so that the missing San Cristobal could see us in case it catches up with us today. Alright. Can't pick that up. Place the map on the map stand. Alright. Yeah, try to make heads and tails out of that. Oh! Not good, not good. Oh, wow, ka-thunk. Someone's got a headache. Holy shit. Alright, alright. Take the grotto plan from the table. There's the grotto. A map with the location of the grotto. Location, Island of Hope. Get items from the chest. Alright. So, depending on your level that you chose when you started the game, easy, you would have 3 items. Normal, you get 2. I'm thinking hard, you would get 1. And very hard, possibly nothing. So, definitely going to take the backpack. It's got 11 additional inventory slots. And you got the iron spear, iron axe, a navy coat, flint, pistol with ammo, a knife, living water, and provisions. I'm gonna go with the spear. Done, and then we are out of here. I need to make sure I took the right items from the chest. I won't be able to return. Cancel to go back to the chest. Okay, and you're going overboard.
The storm came out of nowhere. None of us were ready for it. Strong winds and giant waves appeared in a split second and slammed the ship. The sails broke apart and the ship slammed into the reefs. The sailors jumped out of their beds and tried to save the ship, but it was too late. I woke up on a sandy shore. I could not remember how I ended up on this beach, but I was alive and full of hope that my friends were somewhere nearby.
There are many hidden treasures underwater, and yes, there is an underwater life in this game. Alright. We are on a beach now. Alright, new go, quenching thirst. Alright, quick look around. Find a green coconut. So, this game has got a different crafting system, or it's got additional crafting elements. Alright, one new blueprint was opened. Find the green coconut. I did. Craft coconut water. So we come into here, and that was tab to get us into our inventory. Go to crafting. You would think you'd crack this thing open. Well, that's the crafting of it. You're going to craft. You only got one. You could change the quantities down here. A or D key would do the same thing. And then you craft that one. It basically cracks open that coconut and puts it into your inventory. If we back out, you got to drink coconut water. So we go into the inventory, select our coconut water, and down here, eat/drink. You know, it's going to give us, here it is right here, the weight of this is a half of a pound. 100 of 100 will spoil in 6.9 days. So the health of the coconut, this white line is the health of that coconut. Right now it's 100 out of 100. But in 6.9 days, that white line will be gone. It's going to give us 30 water, and indigestion chance, there's a 5% we'll get a bellyache. It's drinkable, satisfies thirst, basic feature restores 30 water, indigestion chance 5%. Select it, spacebar or click that, and you will eat it. New go, satisfying hunger now. So, raise food value to 50%. So if we go back into our stats here, you see our food is at 38. We got to raise it up 12. There's a couple of different ways to do that. The easiest way is inside of here is bread. As you see, that food value is 20. That would bring it up to 50. And you also get 2 water out of this piece of bread. The other ways that you can do it is you can get water out of the brown, or food out of the brown coconut. There's a brown coconut there. And I think up in the trees there are also brown coconuts. So we're just going to utilize the bread method. because nothing in the tutorial talks about opening up this chest and getting that bread. So we're going to utilize that bread, eat it, and now got it up to 50%. So gather narrow leaves. So narrow leaves. I thought there was some on the ground. Maybe not. Maybe not. These are known as yellow leaves. The narrow leaves look like these, but they're green. So we will gather narrow leaves, walk up to these trees. You notice how it highlights? Once it's highlighted, down at the bottom right, E to interact. And then here's the narrow leaves it's wanting us to gather up. I'm going to leave the yellow leaf in the tree, but I'm going to harvest these 3 here. It's going to take me 15 minutes to gather those 3 leaves, and it's going to raise my weight up to 3.9 pounds out of a max of 25 that I can have. Select the tool. No tool is required for this harvest. Again, spacebar or click. 15 minutes passes, and I get my 3 leaves. And build a primitive bed of leaves. So we'll go back in, go to our crafting. The easiest thing to do here is always search bed. And there is my primitive bed of leaves. I need 5, but I only got 3 right now. That's fine. Process duration 1 hour. It takes an hour to build that thing. A primitive place to sleep does not protect against external effects such as wind and rain, does not grant any health bonuses. The base storage rate is 4 energy per hour of sleep. So we will place it. Something I've recently learned is this box around this bed. That box is actually the size of the largest upgradable bed. So when you place the initial bed down, the hitbox that's showing is the largest upgrade that will require that amount of space. So bottom right, confirm location, E. Now E to interact. Place 05, or we have placed 0 of 5 leaves in the bed. We only have 3. You can click up here to put them in, or you can click down here, or hit the space bar. We've now got 3 leaves in there, but we need 2 more. So we'll hit up another one of these trees. As you see, bottom right, I'm going to get the yellow leaves and the narrow leaves. So I'll interact. I'll go ahead and take all 4, harvest them. Go over here, put these other 2 inside. There we go. Now build it. And this is what takes 1 hour of time. And 1 hour passes. Alright, sleep 6 hours or more. Now here's the problem I have with that quest, or that quest at this time. Right now, it's still daylight. It doesn't get to be down here. It's not, I'm like what, I don't even want, let's back it off. Right there. I've still got 5 hours of daylight before it goes nighttime. Now, if you notice here, health. We'll talk a little bit about health here. I don't know. I don't think time moves while you're in the menu. And I'm not too sure if you lose water and food while you're in these menus. I guess we'll find out here. So, when you sleep, if your food and your water is above 60%, and you have no diseases or ailments, the amount of time you sleep, you will also recover health points. So down here at this bottom health bar, the white line, think of the white line as your your hit points for fainting. When this white line gets down to 0, you are going to faint. All right? This red line, this is your youth line or your health, your death line. If this line gets down to 0, you are dead. So every time you faint, if it goes down to 0, you will faint. Restore it by healthy sleep and some medicine. So you don't want it to get to 0. If you faint, your youth line will fall by 15%. Right now, it has fallen by 5%. And I'm going to back out, go back over here, status. See this near death. Near death right now, we have lost 10 points to our death. I think that was when the ship, from the shipwreck, we lost 10%. We got 90% left. That's 6 times of fainting. When I faint the 6th time, I might be officially dead. Game over. I don't know. But I do know that do I have any? I do not have any. If you take this living water, it will restore 30 of your youth points. So right now I've only lost 10. If I faint once, I lose 15 more. It'd be a total of 25. If I take the living water, it would give me back those 25 and put my death bar, the red one, all the way back to 100%. So there's a lot going on right here. And I don't remember if I thought that was at 51. I don't remember. All right. So I am not going to go to sleep right now. I'm going to leave that rock because I got to find a rock later. I want to go up here, pick some sticks, let the time come to nighttime. There are critters up here that want to chew your ankles. And they like to jump up and bite you in your arm. All right, so here we got bottom right. We will get them sticks. We hit E to interact. Hover over it. It tells us small stick. Left click to add 2 to the harvest. It's going to take us 10 minutes. Bring our weight up to 4 pounds. No tool needed. Harvest. Now, we can interact again, and we can cut this thing down, but to cut it down, we need an axe. And it's going to take 10% of that axe's life off. So, your tools have durability, and the weaker tools, they lose durability quick. And also by doing some of these tasks, such as chopping down this bush, you have a chance to injure yourself. So we are going to back out of there. We're not going to chop him down. This is a little sticky bush. You do not want to run into it, or you will get hurt, I think, right? Yeah, you get hurt if you run into that thing. All right, so we're going to gather up 3 more there. Oh, we got some rain and nighttime. I'm going to go ahead and get some more while we're up here. Gathered up 3 more. Oh, and also if you come over here and you look, bottom right, no resource. You look at this one, bottom right, no resource. Bottom right, you have a resource. So interact with it. Get back. Got it. Actually, I'm gonna leave them too. We'll go down here and we'll get some sleep now. We'll probably wake up in the middle of the night. So now we'll go to sleep. As you see, 60. I am under 60 here. So I am not going to recover any health when I sleep at least 6 hours. And as you see, as I adjust this, down here in the center, it adjusts out. It also adjusts out the energy I'm getting back. It adjusts out how much food and water I am going to lose. And if I had 60 and 60, it would also adjust how much health points I get back. So we'll run this all the way down to 1. See? Very little loss in the food and water. Run this thing quite a ways up. Let's see. Where did it hit max health? Okay, stamina. There's max stamina. You notice the food and water drain is a little bit more. And if I go even further, I can really drain that food and water out if I sleep 24 hours. So, keep all that in mind. I'm going to back. We're going to go 8 hours. I wish I could get back some health, but that's fine. And let's go to sleep. And not only that, I was completely wet also. So being completely wet would have been an element preventing me from doing that. Build a signal fire. All right. Crafting. Fire. Campfire. Signal. And that's the thing with this one here. Smoke signal. All right. It's called a signal fire, but it's actually called a smoke signal. So for the smoke signal, I need yellow leaves and I need small sticks. In this menu here, it doesn't show me exactly what I need, the quantity of it. If I go to crafting, really? I guess that does it. Hey, okay. Really? Signal. Nope, I guess not. Okay. So, with that said, you got to find it in your menu. Okay, that I wasn't really aware of. I thought when you typed it in there. Okay, so see, this is the problem, is trying to find that damn thing. Campfire, signal fire. Right here, here it is, buildings. Smoke signal. Oh, to learn to brew. Okay, so I need the yellow leaves. Okay, this guy. Notice how this one's grayed out. Shit, I just noticed this. I knew this, and I just dawned on me that was grayed out. The grayed out one. I haven't learned about yellow leaves yet. I haven't picked any up, nor have I learned them through crafting or something like that. So I need to go pick up yellow leaves. That will unlock that blueprint. Now, when I go to crafting, signal, select it, now it's telling me I need 5 of the yellows and 2 of the sticks. I've got 2 sticks. Thought I had more than 2 sticks. Thought I picked up a bunch of sticks. I got 12. What did I say? Huh. Okay, well, I got the 2 I need. So I need 4 more yellow. So we will run around here, pick up 4 more yellows. All right, we got the 4 yellows. Signal. Oh, there you go. Signal. What? Did I miss one? What the hell? 4. Thought I picked up 4 more. All right. Yeah, there it is. All right. I thought there was enough on the ground to do that. Yeah, I just can't count. That's all. Signal. Right there, smoke signal. 5 and 2. It's going to take an hour to craft it. Choose the place for the building, and then fill it with the necessities. All right, so I got to place the signal fire first. I'm going to put it on down the beach down here. right here. E to confirm, interact, and then spacebar to put it all in there. All right, and then build it. And there we go. There's our signal fire. Now the good thing about the signal fire is not only can ships sailing by see it, but we are able to see it pretty much anywhere on this island. So that is our beacon locator for where our beach is. All right, so find a stone. All right, that's why I didn't pick that stone up over here. All right, one new blueprint unlocked. Now we're going to go in here. You notice crafting has this yellow icon. Journal has that yellow icon. You can go to each section. Food, medicine. Here's tools. Tools, a yellow icon. This was recently opened probably when we picked up the stick. We probably opened that. This one here was opened when we got the stick. We got the narrow leaf first, and then the stick was second. So as you fulfill the requirements for these, they will get a little yellow icon within them showing you that they are open. I prefer to try to keep them all closed off and try to stay on top of what I learn each time. I always forget to look, though. Always forget to look. And you notice the yellow icon's gone. There's the journal. There's many things over here in this journal. You got resource cutter. That's probably what it wants me to make right now, a stone cutter. So we'll go back into there. So this is what I'm tracking right now. Create a stone cutter. Here we got unique items. We had the grotto location map. We had the expedition logbook we picked up, the Indian artifact, and the sailor's note about my last will and testament. Here we've got expedition history, the beginning of an expedition, and then the shipwreck. These you can replay the cutscenes. Bimini civilization story. There are a few things to be found here. Event log. Here is the event log from day 1, morning of day 1 to the like day 1 night. I think that should be day 2 morning, possibly. I think. You go preparing for the council. Oh, so I went this way, huh? Morning, night, day 1. Added yellow leaves. 1 blueprint, added blue. Yellow leaves times 4. Yeah, this should be say day 2. So the event log is reporting wrong information. You got also statistics over here for you. And then books to read. And yes, there are books to read, and they take hours to read. All right, so we need to make that cutter. So the cutter, I can select this stone, click on the blueprints. There's the cutter. Takes 1 stone. I can craft it. Take 30 minutes to craft that stone. That cutter, rather. All right. Journal. Come on. It's probably this one here, which is the new one. Find the survivors. Find the pictured grotto. There's the grotto. I got to find that on the island. So you got a balancing rock, a cave entrance, and some bones out in front left of the cave. And the balancing rock there. So if we come over here and we take a look, there is the balancing rock up there. Looks like it anyway. And we got to find that cave. So I'm going to need some food here. So I'm going to come down the beach. And got me a crab. And I would like to get another one. Crouching is a way to go when you're hunting. You can sneak right up on these guys. You basically sneak right. Ah, nope. You can get closer to them. Crouched. You can still spook them, I guess. I typically don't get that close to them. All right. So these little guys, these what are they? Clam shells? I always thought they were seashells. They are clam shells. All right. Here comes the rain. Ah. There's a turtle. I'm going to let that turtle live right now. All right. And I'm not too sure where that other crab went. But we got 2 crabs. All right, find the pictured grotto. All right, we'll go to the grotto. So if we look at that map, journal, it's along the shore edge. It's not on the inland side. So we know it's not inland. It's along the beach. So we'll just follow this on down. And we'll find that grotto. So the bar in the bottom center, that is my stamina. I'm starting to get a little low on food. That's a little worried. Well, I can eat. I can eat coconuts. I should have some coconuts up here. There's a green coconut, there's a regular coconut, and here's another regular coconut. I'm going to go ahead and do it right here. We've got a little plaque. So this is an ancient tablet with drawings. The hunting process is depicted here. Indians crouch and sneak up on animals, and it seems that animals do not hear them. The hunters approach the animals from behind. They hide behind trees and stones, or come from the top of hills, and the animals do not notice them. So that's what I was kind of doing with those crabs. Was kind of sneaking up on them. All right, here is the cave. Those were the bones over there. Pretty close here. There's that bouncing rock up there. But you will have scorpions in here, so be aware of that. There'll be 3 of them. Alright, so that was all 3 of them. And we are going to craft a coconut. We got 2 of them. Craft them. I'm going to craft coconut water. So and then we go into inventory. I've got 2 coconuts I can eat. Each one will give me 10 food. And that one will give me 30 water. So I do need some more food. Oh yeah, and blueprint unlocked. Go back to blueprints. I got clams. I could do the clams from those clam shells. Roasted crab. Dried mushrooms. Now the dried mushrooms, I need a food dehydrator. For the crab, I need a campfire. For the clams, I don't need anything. So I can eat these guys, but there's a 1% chance I could get injured. Oh, crafting. Oh, I'm going to craft them first. Craft all 5 of them. I don't think I got injured. Now we can go to inventory. I've got the clam. I'll get 8 food, 4 water. And there is a 10% chance I will get indigestion. 15% chance of indigestion there. Scorpions, resource for more complex crafting. Scorpions can be found in caves and in the jungle. And then the crabs, I need a campfire for them. Now there is a campfire here. We'll pick up all these resources laying around here. Coconut, another coconut. Take the letter.
Our captain, Juan Ponce de Leon, also survived the shipwreck. Sea currents brought him to this same island just a bit earlier before my awakening. He located the grotto and made it his temporary shelter. Then he started to act quickly and decisively. After building up the temporary camp, the captain began to explore the island. He named it the Island of Hope. During his trip to the small nearby island, he heard distant cannon shots. It was a signal from one of our ships. The captain left a note, then hurriedly packed and sailed towards the sound of the gunshots. He was in a hurry to help his team. In this hurry, he forgot his spyglass on the small island. It can be quite useful to me.
All right. To anyone who reads this, I am Juan Ponce de Leon, head of the expedition studying these islands. I barely survived the shipwreck and arrived here on a lifeboat. I'm leaving this note in case someone on my crew also survived. I have spent a few days investigating this island and am leaving a rough map in my notes about the island here, in this grotto. The island is uninhabited, but is full of wild birds and animals, so be careful. Yeah, be careful. I found ruins and other traces of an ancient Indian civilization. This morning I was exploring a small island in the bay to the east and heard a distant cannon fire. This must be a signal from one of our ships. Sounds like it is close enough to the island. My rescue boat is still intact, so I will go there immediately to find the survivors. P.S. Just before sailing, I noticed that I forgot my spyglass at the place where I heard the cannon fire. You can look for it. It is in a conspicuous place with many fireflies. If you find it, I recommend that you take a good look around in clear weather before you go after me. The old Indian observatory at the top of the mountain would be the perfect place to do this. It is easy to find. The white symbol above it is visible from almost everywhere. All right. So, check the map on the wall. That's this map right here. On this map, Ponce de Leon marked the approximate location of 2 water sources, the coastal grotto and the small island where he lost his spyglass. The captain says that the spyglass remained in the place where fireflies are visible at night. Location, Isle of Hope. Alright, so there's the grotto. We've got 2 water points here. And then that's the island where his spyglass is, or where he went. I'm a little confused. I thought the spyglass was here, but the spyglass is supposedly over here. Alright, well, we'll figure that out, I guess. Alright. Cook food on a campfire. Oh, there we go. I'm going to living water. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this living water. Something I want to look at. So, 13.9. It's going to come in this special resource area. I wonder if it adds to my weight. So we'll find out. 13.9. 13.9. No. So this special resource area does not add to your backpack weight. That's good. Note about water of life. I'm leaving this bottle of the water of life so that the person who finds it can restore their health if their ship wrecks. Good luck to you, my friend. All right, so remember, this guy right here gives me back 30 recovery on my death, which is the red. Right now, it's only down 10. And it gives me back 50 on health. As you see, it would take it up to there. But actually, it would take it all the way up. But I ain't going to use it because it'd be a waste right now. Alright, so some jumbo gum. There's just all kinds of stuff laying around here. Some rope, some sticks, some yellow leaves. So I'm going to do this campfire up real quick. So to make a campfire, we are going to need a fire starter. We're going to have to put some of these sticks in. You got to be careful here. What I've seen a lot when people are playing this is they'll walk up to a campfire, interact with it, and fuel, and they'll add, or they'll see this button, add fuel, and they'll just start clicking add fuel. All they're doing is they continually add fuel into there. So I'm going to put a few more in. I'm going to take it up to 6 hours. That's enough. I'm going to keep these sticks for other crafting items. I do need a fire starter and kindling. I did pick up some Jatoba gum, and that is used for kindling, but I do need to make a fire starter. So we'll back out of there, come into crafting, fire starter, right there. And I need 2 sticks. I've got it. 1 hour craft. There's the craft of it. All right, now we'll back out. We'll now interact with the fire, and we'll try to ignite this fire. And it worked. All right. So, what's it say? Cook food on campfire. Oh, nope, nope. So, if I have tab open, I am not interacting with the campfire. If you want to do something that requires a campfire, you've got to interact with it, such as like this steamed leaf bandage. If I was to make this bandage, which I'm going to do, I got to be interacting with the campfire. So I'm going to craft that. I need another broadleaf. I don't have a broadleaf, but I got a scorpion. This scorpion, processed scorpion venom, this will help with poisoning, I believe. I come back over to crafting here, right here. Oh, I thought it told me. Oh yeah, it does right here. Minor poisoning, severe poisoning. So that's what I could get there. I got a couple of crabs, I believe. Yeah, I have 2 crabs. I'll cook them up. And craft a wooden spear now. So now I got to craft a wooden spear. Oh, come on. Quit hitting that key, Bob. Damn it. So craft wooden spear. I need a long stick, and we do not have a long stick. I'm going to come back up to here, resource map, craft a mapping charcoal. That's something else I could do. I'm going to track that one. Craft a mapping charcoal. Charcoal. So I need one stick and the campfire. So I got to interact with the campfire. I have a stick, so I'm going to craft one. And charcoal right there. I now have 2 pieces of charcoal. Go back to the journal, resource map, find a cartographer's tree. All right, so we got to find a cartographer's tree, and we got to craft a wood spear. So I'm going to track the story. This one here is a side, this one's a story. But believe me, you need to do that side. And then here we got Indian hunting drawing, Ponce's letter, Island of Hope map, and a note about the water of life. Crafting, I got a few more opened up crafting. Oh yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to get ourselves some clothing put together. So we will do that, and that's what we need. So it looks like we don't have any broadleaf, and we got 3 thin leaves. Or narrow leaves, I should say. All right, and then back up this way. There is a exit passage out of this cave up that way, but there are scorpions up this way, which you got to be on the lookout for. And as you see, it is quite dark up there. So I think we're going to call it quits. End it right here. Oh, there's some more fire starter. And then next episode, we're going to take ourselves a run back up the beach. We'll go inland a little bit. We got to get some of those wide leaves, and then we need more of these narrow leaves. And as you see, inventory space-wise, we're getting a little full also. Food, yep, I need food. We'll worry about eating that later. And water, we'll worry about the water there. Green coconut for water, brown coconut for food and water. And then we got food right there. So until next time, you do you, I'll do me, and y'all take care. Later.